Good evening. Oh, let's move this over a bit. Good evening. Welcome back. Well, I've got a feeling this might be a short video on account of the fact that I just dragged this out of a box of old parts that I bought off of eBay, and I thought I'd have a look at it. Oh yeah, watch of the day, it's a CWC quartz military watch. Lovely example. So anyway, Fusee watch, balance seems fairly free. It'll tick for a bit, but then it doesn't seem to want to do much more. Doesn't seem to be a lot of end shake or rattling with it, so I'm pretty hopeful that it's going to have good balance. So, as I say, this is going to be a quick strip down, just to see if there's anything in there worth doing. You know, see if there's anything in there worth doing. See if we can pop the hands off straight away. Oh dear. I never seem to want to hook under there with these. So you just got to be a bit careful. As I say, it seems to run a bit. It doesn't seem to want to keep going. So I think what we'll do now, let's change eyes. Change eyes as usual. So where we're at. Well, the chain connected, so you can see it runs across the back there. I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to start off by loosening that a bit. And I think, I'm not going to see. It's on there, is it? Okay. Right, what I'm going to do with this one, it'll be a bit slippery. And I'm going to take balance wheel, the balance cock, and this little piece here, which is the kind of holds the hairspring. See if I can take them all off together, which will make life a bit easier if we go put it back together, because it shouldn't have a problem with lining it up again. The only thing is, you do it like this, there's always a chance. I'm just looking at the top pivot there. I've done this before, as you well know, taken them out and they're broken at the bottom, but I'm going to hope on this occasion, yeah. Well, change my glasses so I can see what you're seeing, otherwise it's pretty pointless. Pivots looks pretty good to me. There's a bit on each end. So that looks good. Happy with that. What I'm not so happy about is old oil. Lots of old oil. What's that sound there? I should imagine that's William Wilson and Sons, Southampton Street, the Strand in London. See what happens here? We got a bit of movement in this bit here. Are we flicking? There we go. Big bends off. So I wonder. Because that is very oily. I wonder if it was something holding that hairspring, because you can see the track where the hairspring probably has been. I wonder if it was just binding up on that. You think that's what it could have been? I don't know, I hear you say. You think you got it all planned? Let me see how oily that was around there. You think it could have just been that there was tons of oil or stuff under here? That ain't tarnished, isn't it? I don't know what to do now. I had to put it back together for a minute and see if it was just being held up by that oil, because that's flicking backwards and forwards nicely. Pardon me. So we've got diamond and stone in there. You know it. Is that like under there? Is that all? I thought it might have been a bit bunged up. It's a mystery. Ah, just stabbed myself with it. Jesus. Goodness. So what do you reckon? Should we put it back in? Now we got rid of that grease. Come on, let's have a go. What could possibly go wrong? Change of eyes. See how much of this from a big head in the way, are you? I don't know if that was just binding up on that. I really don't know. Might be a bit easier if I get down a bit lower. As I say, I don't know if it was just, it's going to be one of them screws, isn't it? just didn't want it to go flying. See? Gee. Oh dear. I can see it's causing me all sorts of problems already. Why won't these pick it up? Put the severance on, boy, that's the key. Is that over banking now? Yes it is. That was a bit better. But you can never tell. There's my overbanking now. A bit of pressure with the finger on the back of it. Not overbanking. It wasn't being held up by that grease underneath there. Make sure it's not getting caught up at the back. Be gentle when you do that. So close to wanting to go. I'm not wholly convinced that it's not the hairspring picking up at the back here, because that seems far too vibrant to me. You know? See, I don't think it needs a big strip down this watch. I think that there was grease holding it, and I think the hairspring is kinked, and it's just picking up on the back of the balance cock. Quite possibly. I don't think that's it. I think it's going to stop again. Yeah. I know it's a difficult one, isn't it? Because it does seem as though there's something here picking up. Yeah, it looks a bit out of place. Hang on a minute. Just hang on a minute. Is that one over there? Yeah, it looks like that one's pressing down on it. That's what it looked like. pressing down on the hairspring, on the balance wheel. Wasting my time like this, but it doesn't seem to warrant a complete strip down, but I think it's just, pardon me, this hairspring is a bit kinky of me. See, it seems far too easy to want to go. You know, I think that was that little kink in that hairspring. Lordy Lord. I mean, I don't know how long that's going to run for, but it wasn't running before, and it's running. And there was just that little, I'm a bit reluctant to go too close to it now. But there was just that little kink, just somewhere around that part there in that hairspring, and I thought it was too keen to run, if you know what I mean. Just seemed too keen to run. Let's see what happens when I try and put the get me bins. What happens when I try and put the screw to the balance cock back in, see if that upsets the whole process. Use my fingers for a moment. Oh lordy lord. Lordy lord. That made you laugh, didn't it? See, I thought that was going to be like a major strip down, but when I shook it and I saw that it had a little bit of movement in it, I thought, well, that's not so bad. Now, I don't know if it's ever going to fit. I've had this thing, I know it's going to fit in here, but I've had this for ages. Is it on the back there? Made in Great Britain. I think what was in there was like a little pocket watch type movement. I very much doubt this is going to work. I was hoping to be able to put it in. Put myself a little watch in there. Get a piece of glass and a bezel. Make myself like a little stand-up watch. That's a mission for another day. But we're running. So I'm chuffed with that. Just if I can find a way, oh, that's still there, of getting that to fit in there as a project. I'm thinking cut some of this out so I can get to the winder to wind it up. You know, get that bit so it lines up with something. Pad it out somehow. Even pad it out with a piece of wood, cut it. What do you think of this idea? Hang on a minute. Let me get a bit of room. I just sort of that bit in there. No. Just had a moment there. What do you think about my idea of? Let me know in your comments. If I cut that out a bit, put a piece of wood in there, shaped nicely, but fitted around that to fill up the space, do you think, try not to drop it, you think that that would work? Put the bezel on. That'd be a snazzy old thing, wouldn't it? I'll have a think about that one. But there we go. There's not much point in doing any more with that. So that's just a little quick video when things look rough, before you go for a major strip down. If they look like they're trying to run, just make sure that the hairspring's not kinked, because it had that little kink just around there. I don't think it's great at the moment, but it's certainly got it into the running mode, hasn't it? Well, there you go. So I doubt if I'll find a case for it. I think it's definitely going to be a job for that. I think that would look quite nice sitting up like that, wouldn't it? Get it chromed. Cut the back out. In fact, let's just see where's number 12. 12 o'clock's at there. Okay. I was hoping that that would have lined up. No, might be a lost cause. Just hit the wheel. Well, there you go. I'll pop the hands on it. I'll put a second hand on it, and I'll see how it runs for accuracy. Oh well, not much to do in that one, was there?